It's traffic control, but not as we know it. A trailblazing experiment in Cambridge is unique because here, cyclists and pedestrians always have priority over cars. Well, it looks like a roundabout. It's the only one of its kind in the UK, and it's the first time I'm going to be on one. This Dutch design has a separate lane on the outside of the roundabout just for cyclists like me. When you first go into the roundabout, you're constantly looking to make sure that the cars aren't going to cut you up. Have I got right of way? Yes. After a couple of times round the roundabout now, I have got the hang of it. But I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue will come from drivers who don't know the layout. To test that, let's see what it's like from a driver's perspective. Flashing beacon, so it's well lit up there. The lane's got a little bit narrower. We're down to 20 now. Right, here's a cyclist now, so stop for the cyclist. I'm looking out for traffic on the right to give way. It does make you feel more cautious, but it's coming off the roundabout as a driver when things are very different. I've got to look left for cyclists and pedestrians as well. Slow down to give way for the cyclist. There's a lot of head turning there. The whole thinking behind this new Dutch roundabout was to make drivers of cars who potentially may cause the most harm on roads have to give way to others and drive more carefully. Some local residents, however, think the design makes navigating this roundabout more of a challenge.
As a cyclist, I have had a near miss.
Did they see you?
They saw me, they looked straight at me, and they drove straight through.
There's absolutely no signs telling people what to do. I think that's another point of confusion. It's just an accident waiting to happen.
Heavy goods vehicles have to be really conscious and aware of where the rear wheels are on the curbs because it's not nearly as big as other roundabouts.
The local council spent £2.3 million on this roundabout. Noel Kavanagh is the cycling lead for Cambridgeshire Council.
We need to make our roads safer, and these Dutch-style roundabouts, which have a proven history in the Netherlands for cutting accidents, they're needed to be implemented across the country.
Why this roundabout?
With the high casualty rate that this roundabout had, it was a perfect candidate to try out the new Dutch design. It's worth all the money because it's going to save lives, save injuries.
When I was driving, I would have liked to have had a roundabout sign there so that alerts me that there's something different ahead.
You could actually get distracted by trying to read a complicated sign. So new road layout ahead is enough to alert you that you're going to have to drive more carefully.
For some residents, the safety benefits are already paying off.
As a cyclist, I know that the old roundabout was a lot more dangerous because you'd have to obviously stop and wait. But now the cars kind of have to wait for you, and that's a lot better.
There never used to be any pedestrian crossings here at all. This was my children's route to school in the morning. It was hairy. So that's a big thumbs up.
As it favours pedestrians and cyclists, we asked Nick Lees from the RAC for his verdict on how it works for drivers too.
I've tested it out from a pedestrian's point of view and also from a driver's point of view.
When you were approaching the roundabout for the very first time, what was going through your mind?
The primary thing to think about when you're using this roundabout is about giving way to pedestrians and cyclists as you enter and as you exit the roundabout. It can be very unusual in the first instance, so I think once you've used it once, it will be absolutely fine because you know what to expect.
Yeah, safer overall I think for the cyclist, but a bit scary.